We're going to use a kettlebell today to go over a great exercise to work on your anti-rotation. So anti-rotation is your ability to resist rotation, right? And why do we need this? Well, as simply as when we walk, if I'm walking here, there is some rotation that occurs. If I don't have the core strength or the anti-rotation to resist it, what's going to happen is I'll have too much rotation when I walk. And if we take this a step further, distance runners can have the same problem where, oh, my core's not really doing its job, and I end up becoming the washing machine, as we call it, when I'm running. But it's not just when we're walking or running, but really any sport you can think of, right? CrossFit's a big one, just weightlifting, Olympic lifting. I think Olympic lifting is probably a better example where, right, you just jerked weight over your head or snatched it and you're in that bottom position, and all of a sudden you see this start to occur, right? It's a lot of, yes, maybe some hit, but it's a lot of core keeping you from twisting and falling over. So there's a lot of core work that Olympic lifters have to do. Part of that is anti-rotation. So one of my favorites to do for anti-rotation is a kettlebell, what I call it a kettlebell drop row. I'm sure it has a better name than that, but all we're doing is we have a appropriately weighted kettlebell. I have a pretty light one here. I'm hinging back, right, in more of a deadlift position, and I'm rowing it, letting it go and catching it, all while keeping a stable back and not falling down with it or getting dragged down by the weight. I also like to keep my hands more here than way out here. It really forces your core to have to take control. If you do this, you give your core a little bit of a break. Also helps with your balance, but right, try and get nice and hinged over. You try to be fast too. The faster you pull up, the more your core has to work to prevent that rotation from occurring. So in the beginning, you can go nice and slow, and then as time gets on, you can really start to yank and pull that weight up, because your core really has to do a lot of work. So you could turn this into a row exercise, or add it as a set after, right? You do a lot of ring rows, right? Just one-armed rows, pull-ups. You can add it afterwards to work on, yes, some more lat work, some trap work, but also that rotational component that don't let it drag you down every single time. The faster you go, the faster you pull up, the more rotation is going, really more anti-rotation that is going to be needed from your muscles to prevent you from dropping down. So guys, this has been kettlebell, what do we call this exercise? Kettlebell bent over, we'll call them bent over drops. Kettlebell bent over drops. I'm sure they have a better name, but add this to your arsenal. And also for this, the exercise that I give most of my patients as well that are really working through low back pain. One more note, guys, when doing this, if you have back pain when you're doing this exercise, there's a lot of things that could be going on, but working on rotation should be more of a later stage if you're starting to come back from back pain. So it might be too early for you. If that's the case, hey, reach out to your physical therapist, reach out to us, let us know, hey, what's going on. But anti-rotation is needed, but it's for the most part reserved for later stages of back pain. But if you're a CrossFitter, distance runner, you don't have any pain, give this a shot, see how it goes.